And then one thing she told me was that all her check starts with a number 4. This one doesn't have a number 4.
The bank though?
The check number. The person from
construction?
Yeah.
Well, like the badge that they're on, I guess, right now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So she said that they get positive pay when that comes through in their system. So whoever, like if they were to go to, let's say, Chase, right, and negotiate it there, once it comes into their system, they got positive pay, so they're able to reject those checks because they could see that it's clear fraud. So she said that this is not the first time that she receives a call because of fraud going on. So I feel bad, but we have to follow procedures. You know, they ask us to call you guys.
I feel bad if she's doing fraud. I mean,
well, you got people sometimes that, you know.
I mean, if a
Like
check came to your house,
no,
would you just go to a random Seacoast and be like, hey, let me cash it? Like,
no. And it's funny, we got some, even us as employees, we get calls or texts or checks, and I'm like, that's fraud.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
So, but some people just, you know.
Okay.
City's on the way.
Okay.
Oh, sign the
You have to sign the
bottom.
grape, yeah.
Is it right here?
Just swear everything you wrote
Oh,
is
sorry.
true.
Yes.
Go ahead and sign right here.
She came in, she said that she worked for this company.
So she said she used to work for them during the pandemic.
Okay.
And then during the pandemic, they disappeared, right? And she received a check from them on the check's dated the 10th. And she was like surprised because they disappeared.
Okay.
So I was like, that's interesting. You know, 4 years later, they send you a check randomly. Like I said, did they notify you? Did you call them? Like, she said she didn't. She's like, I was so busy doing other things. I didn't. So she's like, I just wanted you guys to look at it to make sure it's real so that I can cash it. Because I asked her what she's looking to do with it, right? And that's what she said. So as soon as I looked at it, I knew it was fake. And I didn't give her any information because I don't want her to know what it is exactly, where things need to be.
What we look for.
What we look for. So I just said, you know, we're going to go ahead and verify. But it just, her story wasn't, I was like, is this the amount that you were expecting?
Okay.
They owed you? And she's like, kinda. You know, I make roughly this a week. And she's like, I'm not really good with
How
that.
could you tell it was fake?
So
When it's 15,
I know.
So to be honest, so this right here, right? It looks like
Watermarks.
a type, like you're
Everything.
typing it on a typewriter or something.
Signature.
This is not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be up here.
Okay.
Memo is not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be below here.
Okay.
Right?
and then just the font.
It's just, you see how it says date in the font. It's just really, I mean, you have date and then that's like a different font. Like it's just all over the place.
Okay.
And then the signature.
And if you was to see a check from that company, the signature would be not even close.
Okay.
Nowhere near close.
And they have like a logo on the side and all that. So it's,
So as soon as I saw the faded Seacoast and the signature card, signature card, for
Right
me,
here.
it was this, and this.
Okay.
It kind of gave it away. So you got some letters that are bigger than the others.
Yeah.
I was
And it-
like,
it
those are the
just
signals that we
felt
look
weird,
for.
But she came in today to cash this check.
yeah, that was her, when
It
I
wasn't
asked
just
her.
to like verify if it was fake or not. It was to
both.
cash
It was to make sure that it was legit. And it was also, I said, what are you looking to do today? And
Okay.
She said to cash it. I think I put verifying, hold on. Yeah, so she said that she thought it was odd that she received it, but wanted us to verify it in order to cash.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Perfect.
yeah.
Thank
But
you.
she 100% said she was going to cash it, or wanted to cash it.
You know, that's kind of weird. So that's why I said, like, I did some calculations myself to see
All right,
what it was.
one second. I gotta read you your rights first, so we can talk.
On August 7th, 2024, a woman entered Seacoast Bank in Orlando with a $9,000 check and a story that collapsed under the first question. The bank flagged it as fraudulent before police arrived. The question, did she know it was fake, and did she intend to cash it or just verify it? Florida statutes, Section 831.09, governs uttering a forged instrument. Two elements are required: a forged document and intent to defraud. Both must be proven. Element 1 was never in dispute. The bank's positive pay system confirmed. The check number did not exist in the company's records. The instrument was forged. Element 2 intent is where the case turned. Ashley told the teller she wanted to cash the check, and that was documented before police arrived. She later told officers she only came to verify it a direct contradiction. Contemporaneous bank staff accounts carry evidentiary weight that is difficult to overcome in court. Florida statutes, section 831.01, adds a knowledge requirement. The person must know the instrument is false at the time they present it to the institution.
And I'm getting arrested.
You're not in handcuffs. But for us to talk as law enforcement, if we have a question about a crime, I have to read you your rights. All right? You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand?
Yes.
Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you cannot afford a lawyer and want one will be provided for you before questioning or without charge. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. So where did you work?
Nordstrom.
No. Where this check came from?
What it says on the paper. It was on Sand Lake, and it was with.
How long did you work at this company?
About a couple of years ago.
But how long did you work there?
A year before the pandemic.
So I've worked at places for just a few months, and I still remember where I worked.
No, I mean I know where I work, but I'm
What's the
saying
name?
like it was call center. It was a call center job.
For?
OUC, CVS, and what was the gas company? They all was in one building.
What gas company?
A gas company in up north.
Who gave you the check?
It was mailed to
It
me.
was mailed to you with no other paperwork, right?
No other paperwork, sir.
Who is your direct supervisor?
My supervisor was Michael.
Michael what?
Well, I had two of them. One was Michael, and the other one was, I don't remember the other Michael's name, but one was a supervisor and the other one was a manager. I don't remember the manager's last name because I didn't stick around long enough to, well, I understand I didn't stick around long enough, but you can only meet the ones you kind of associate with.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a manager.
Supervisor.
Can you have his phone number?
Just,
It's way too many numbers.
that's the number on the text app now. Because that's what they was using. And I left it in my text now number. I mean, not text now, WhatsApp.
It's a WhatsApp number?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have texts with that person?
Not no more. I just have them when I try to call it.
You have no text through WhatsApp right now?
No. This text that I text is like my actual phone number.
Can I see?
This is my text now, not text now, my text messages. And
What did that one say? Something about a bank.
that's my cousin. This one is my cousin. The bank, they're gonna wire me money to my bank.
Is that something totally different? you're talking
Totally
about?
different.
So where's the WhatsApp?
This one. See, that's the number.
Can you open it?
And these are all the messages here.
And this is with
The-
Michael? Mm-hmm. Can I see that?
But I'm not gonna lie to you, we're in a relationship, well, was in a relationship. So some of it, when he did call me babe, whatever. And then I just texted him, I was like, how did the company send a fake check? And he's like, he thought we cashed it weeks ago. And I was like, I didn't, because I didn't have time. I was working. Like, I'm literally telling you the 100% truth. Like, I have nothing to do with any fraud stuff, none
What's
of
your
that.
name? What's your name?
My name? Ashley. I can even dial the number for you. And I texted him today and I said, hey, they said that the check is fake. Then I was like, how did you? I was about to tell him, like, hey, you got to text, the checks and stuff like that. As of today, like, you see today's text message, I said, hey, they sent a check that's fake. Because he got one too, and other companies, like I told you, other employees, they got one. So I'm letting him know, like, hey, don't go through the same thing that I'm going through now. So I'm literally telling the truth, 100%. I literally have nothing to hide. I never been in this predicament before.
All right, actually, have a seat. My name is Carlos. Nice to meet you. What's your last name?
Have a seat. Sit down. Relax.
This is even more stressful because I don't really like to deal with the law like that.
They read you your rights already? Okay.
Yes, sir.
You ever had your rights read to you before, or is it the first time?
This is the first time. That's why I
Okay.
said I never been arrested. I never
Okay.
had anything to do with no type of fraud stuff.
Okay.
Like, this never...
So what happened today? I know you. It seems like you probably already detailed it to them, but just so you can catch me up on game, so I know what's going on.
Last month, I got a check by mail from the company that I used to work for.
Last month?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the name of the company?
It was, I don't remember the name. I just know it was a call center, but they had closed down right when the pandemic hit, and we was working from home, but then they kind of
Like this.
completely, I'm not gonna say destruct,
Okay.
but
How long did you work there?
a year,
A year.
6 months to a year before the pandemic came around.
Okay.
So,
And you don't remember the name of the company?
no, not even, I'm sorry. It's
That's
just,
fine.
I worked so many jobs after
Yeah.
that, just trying to stay afloat with
Yeah.
bills and everything.
Okay.
But
You got direct deposit from them, or did you get paid by check from them?
from them, I got direct deposit.
Direct
that was
deposit?
like a long time ago with an old bank. Like,
Okay, so you don't bank with that bank
I
anymore?
don't bank with Chase no more.
Okay, so when you work for them, you bank with Chase.
Yes.
You got direct deposit from them via Chase.
Yes.
Okay.
Then after I left from that job, I went and started working. I didn't go to McDonald's right away. I applied for McDonald's, but they said I don't have the qualification skills. So I went.
Really? Wow. Okay.
So I went to SeaWorld, got hired at SeaWorld, Universal, and
So who you bank with now?
additional finance.
Okay, so from Chase you went to additional finance, or
No, I went to like a different bank after that. I went to Wells Fargo.
why you keep moving banks?
Cause like,
I had Chase Bank since I was in high
I
school.
mean, it was like,
You know?
well, first I started with Bank America, and then you know they start talking about how Bank America is scamming people and stuff. Then that's why I moved to Chase. And,
Okay. And then my understanding is the check that you came to cash today was from this employee that you used to work at that you don't remember the name.
no, I don't. I mean, yes, but I've worked at several jobs. I'm not a type of person to scam anybody. Like I ain't never.
I don't listen. I don't think you're the type of person that's gonna scam anybody.
But I have had coworkers hit me up on Facebook.
Yeah.
And they was like, "Hey, do you remember the company we used to work for?" I was like, "Girl, I don't remember half the places I worked." I was like, "Well, sure. What about it?" And they were like, "Oh, well, they sent me a check for $7,000." I was like, "Oh, okay, that's kudos for you." I mean, I don't really need it because I'm making ends meet with the two little jobs that I got, even though it's still a little struggle. Then I might have to pick up a third job when summer starts. I mean, summer ends. But other than that, like, you know, I just been, you know, working.
Making it work.
Living from paycheck to paycheck, basically.
Okay.
You know,
And when you work for the company that's on the check that you don't remember the name, who was the manager there? Who was your supervisor?
Michael. My supervisor was Michael.
And did you work directly for that company?
Yes.
Got kids? 2 kids?
Yeah.
How old are they?
7 and 8.
7 and 8. Where they at right now?
My friend's house. And I'm gonna go get them from her house because they was playing with her kids.
Okay. You dropped. Were you over there? You dropped them off and then came here, or?
No, we alternate. She's a single parent. I'm a single parent, so we kind of hand in hand best friends. Just one weekend she'll babysit, one weekend I'll babysit, just to
Okay.
give us some free time.
So let's talk about the check. What's the deal with the check? You said you got it in the mail?
I got it in the mail, just like everybody else that reached out to me on social media. Well, one girl called me through social media, and she was like,
Just bragging about the check?
pretty much. I guess she didn't have my direct phone number anymore. So she called me through social media, And she's like, hey, you remember the company we saw? I was like, girl, I don't remember half the things I did before the pandemic or even during the pandemic. And she was like, well, the company, they sent me a check. And I'm like, okay. I was like, for what? And she was like, remember when we worked and they had shut down? All of this, that, and the third. And I was like, oh, I was like, okay. I was like, well, was it worth, you know, I was like, she was like, the check was $7,800. And I was like, okay. I was like, you know, like, hey, good for you type vibe. That's what I was kind of telling her. And then she was like, yeah.
What friend is that?
Jessica.
Jessica. You got her phone number?
Yeah.
No. What's her last name?
I don't even remember her last name. I'm not even gonna lie.
You got her on social media? Can you pull it up on your social media?
But to be honest, I think she blocked me because I think she thought I felt jealous. No offense.
Blocked you?
I don't know, because I went to go back to try to call her, and when I got mine, I couldn't find her. But
How long after she had got hers did you get yours?
3 weeks later.
3 weeks later?
So she got one, I want to say,
When you worked for this company, did they owe you any money?
we were supposed to get paid one more check. Or at least, no, between 1 to 2 more checks.
1 to 2 more checks.
Because we did work from home. When they shut the office and stuff down. Because
How much did you get paid when you were there?
$15 an hour.
$15 an hour. You work 40 hours a week.
And then we got paid every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks. So about roughly how much was that?
Sometimes my checks would be at 9. Then sometimes my checks would be roughly around 8.
100. Okay.
And then sometimes my check would be like $9.90.
Okay, so it's fair to say if you were owed 2 months worth of money at $1,800 a month on the high end,
Without
still
taking
at
out, yeah, without
it's
taking
still at
out tax.
$3,600. So
Basically.
if you were owed money,
Yes.
it's probably not going to be 9,000.
That's exactly what I said when I tried to do my calculations.
Yeah, that don't
So,
add up.
It didn't add up. So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, let me see here. Like,
Did you call the company?
I tried. It was the number I had tried to call was no longer in service.
When did you try to call them?
4 days after I got the check.
Okay, and which was when? A month ago?
And then after that, I just been busy moving and working my jobs and trying to just stay afloat. I kind of was like, well, you know, even with friends of mine, so I'm not gonna say friends. Let's just say
So you've been trying to
associates.
stay afloat.
Basically.
You've been working, hustling, and you got this $9,000 check a month ago. But
I
yeah, you
haven't
don't think let me go cash this check to help me out?
No, I've been doing it, you know, now, like, you know what I mean? On my own with the
Kind of know what you mean.
just stretching out my paychecks, you know, from here and there.
This is just me as a reasonable person. If I'm owed some money and I'm stretching my paychecks out, living paycheck to paycheck, right? It's a reasonable person here now. And I get a check that's owed to me for $9,000. I'm cashing that baby right away. Right?
Right. But I mean, I didn't think nothing of it because I was kind of skeptical about cashing checks anyways. So I was like, no. And then I talked to my family members and, family members and other associates that got theirs. I was like, did that check was like legit? And it was like, yeah. And some never responded. I was like, okay,
So you're skeptical about the check.
I just kind of just pushed it to the side because I had a lot going
Why
on.
were you skeptical about the check?
Because,
Was it the way that it looked?
yeah.
Looking at this check, right, using everything that you pointed out to me, right, it's probably fair to say this is a fake check.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
That's why I didn't bother to go to my bank. I came directly to this bank and said, hey, can you guys verify you guys this check and let me know, like, hey, if it's legit, whatever, and go from there.
Okay. All right. I appreciate you. for talking with me, but now I have a couple questions for you. Okay? And this is where I just want you to be truthful with me at this point.
I'm 100%.
Hold on. Because you ain't been 100% with me.
Yes, I am.
No, you haven't. And that's okay. Because I got a quick memory. It happened, it's gone, I ain't even worried about it anymore. Okay? But I am worried about you at this point. Because someone got you in here cashing a check that you know is fake. Okay? Hold on, time out. No, listen.
I know it's fake when I looked at it by the mail. And that's why I kind of was like, I brushed it off. I was going to shred it myself, but like I said, other co-workers and friends and not say family, but they're somewhat like family. Oh yeah, it's a legit check, cash it. You know, I got my money type of whatever.
But you and I both looked at this check, and you just told me that it was fake.
During questioning, Ashley examined the check alongside the officer and acknowledged it was probably fake. That in-custody admission of knowledge goes to the intent element of the statute. The math confirmed it. At $15 an hour, bi-weekly, the most she could have been owed was roughly $3,600, not $9,000. She told police she had already run that calculation and found the number did not add up. A pre-arrest admission of awareness is direct evidence on the knowledge element. Officer Thomas administered Miranda warnings before substantive questioning began correctly timed. Under Miranda v. Arizona from 1966, rights must precede any custodial interrogation. Ashley acknowledged each right and kept talking for 27 minutes. Under Burghuis v. Tompkins from 2010, continuing to speak constitutes a valid waiver. Probable cause under Illinois v. Gates requires a totality of circumstances. Bank staff report, confirmed forged instrument, and Ashley's own admissions cleared the threshold together.
I spoke to the teller, and he said, you can't make it a check, cash a check.
No, I didn't. I told her, I said I was really skeptical about this check that I got in the mail from a company.
So you just pointed out to me multiple different reasons and multiple different things about the check that you knew was fake. Why are you coming here and waste your time to do that?
Because, like I said, because of other employees that I used to work with.
Okay. You're trying to cover up for, but
I'm not covering up for nobody.
This is not going to go well for you. You are a person with no criminal history with children who are waiting on you. Who are you talking to on the phone?
No, Michael. I just text me and I say, hey, the company that you said they used to work for, they sent the check. And I said, they said that the check.
Can I see what you wrote?
No problem. He said, didn't you cash the check? I said no. Because he asked me if I cashed the check. When I got it, I said no because I was so busy working, whatever.
What number is this?
That's the WhatsApp number. That's how I communicate with him.
Is this the person who...
Works with the company. Well,
Okay, is this the person who sent you the check?
Yes, we both used to. Because clearly at the bottom right there, you can see when he said, I'll send a check for your expenses.
What does this person have you doing? Tell me the rundown.
This is Michael. Me and him both used to work with the company together. Not that company, but the call center. And he was telling me that he'll help me pay for my expenses because I was telling him that I was having little problems, you know, minor work that needed to be done on my vehicle. And he was like, okay, honey, don't worry, I got you. I'll send you a check by mail. You can cash it. And then like as of today, you can clearly see right here, when I had told him, I was like, hey, the check that you sent me was at the bottom. I was like, when I told him here, I was like, hey, the check that you got, and you said.
I don't see what you're saying.
No.
You're saying something that's not on the phone. So how do I know I'm cashing the check that you sent me? Right?
Yeah.
That you're saying you got a month ago by this company, now it's from this Michael guy.
Which we both used to work for the same
Who doesn't work at the company because I already talked to the company. You finally have a day off. What the hell? The check is not real.
Exactly.
What do you mean? Well, you knew the check wasn't real because you explained it to me, which is why you've been holding on to it for a month. And this number is like an overseas phone number.
That's the reason why we had literally stopped. We really
Have you ever seen this person in real life?
Yes. We used to work together.
How do you know it's the same person?
Because he knows my kid's name. He called months ago for one of my kids' birthday.
Okay. And then once you cash this check, what were you supposed to do with the funds?
It was supposed to take care of my expenses.
Expenses for what?
Whatever I needed around the house or my car needed to be repaired, but I got that done. So I'm literally telling you the truth. I have nothing to do with any fraud.
So this guy gave you a check to cover your expenses that you don't even know who this is. It can be anybody's name. It's anybody's name.
We used to work together at the car.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
not lying to you. Like, I don't have nothing to lie about. Like, all I want to write about now is like, now I'm starting to feel a little uncomfortable. I just want to go home to my kids because like now I'm starting to be like.
Well, unfortunately, you're not going to go home to your kids right now.
Right?
Okay. Because you just tried to catch a picture.
I didn't try to cash anything. I literally came here and asked the lady. You can even go get her. I asked her to verify.
And then you told me the checks from this company.
Yes.
Now you're telling me the checks from this guy that has some overseas phone number that you're saying is Michael, that you've never seen this
I have
person.
seen him before. We used to work.
How do you
together.
know that's Michael that's texting you on WhatsApp?
Because he said he couldn't use his phone because he's overseas. And then after that, that's literally the reason why. I'm telling you the truth.
Okay.
Like, no lies, no none of that. Like, I literally have no intent of scamming anybody. I go to a night job later tonight. I have literally no type of anything. Like, I'm honestly telling you the truth, like, real deal. Like, I literally came here and asked the lady, can she verify this? Because I said, I don't want to take it to my bank because, like, I'm a little skeptical about my institution that I bank with. Because
Well, the issue was you knew the check was fake.
but I didn't even cash it though. That's the thing. I asked the lady, can she verify? I said, hey, I literally, you can go and get her.
Okay.
Because I literally said, hey, can you please verify this? Because I said, I don't deal with checks. And I was like, I'm a little skeptical because a check came in the mail from a company that I used to work for years ago that closed down. And I was like, these numbers don't add up. And I was like, I didn't even want to go to my bank and cash it. I was like, I even told her, I called up here and I said, hey, I have a check by mail from you guys' bank. She said, you just have to bring the check in.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't even say cash the check. I literally asked her to verify it and do whatever they need to do.
Okay. I'm just going to swear you in real quick just to verify what you told me is the truth, okay? So just raise your right hand. You solemnly swear affirm that the testimony you just gave in this case was the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, that's the whole truth. I'm so serious. Like, I've never been arrested before. I never had anything to do with anything. It's just like, it's really difficult for me to even try to process this. Because it's like, I never had to do any of this before.
All right, Ashley, stand up for us.
Stand up.
Can I call my mom first?
I'm sure we can go ahead and contact her in a
No,
second.
I want to contact her and let her know, please.
Okay.
Can I please call her?
We'll call her in a second. Stand up.
I'm telling you the truth though, like I never had anything to do with this check. You guys don't even have to arrest me.
Yeah.
Can I just call her, please?
I'm sure they'll be able to call
No,
her.
I want to call my phone, please.
At this point, you're going to be in the custody of the officer who's taking you to jail.
WhatsApp messages revealed the source. Michael, an overseas contact, had sent the check to cover her expenses with no connection to the company whose name was on it. That gap is legally fatal. The instrument bore a former employer's name, but the person who sent it had no affiliation with that employer. The instrument was fabricated. This matches a documented romance fraud pattern. The Federal Trade Commission reports annual losses from these schemes have exceeded $1.3 billion in recent years. Ashley was charged with felony grand theft under Florida statutes section 812.014. $9,000 clears the 750 felony threshold by a significant margin. She received 2 years of probation and a criminal record with no incarceration. For a first offense with no prior history, that outcome reflects standard prosecutorial discretion. Officer Thomas earns a B+. Letting Ashley speak before confronting contradictions produced the admissions that built the case. Miranda was clean, no force used throughout. One deduction: the informal oath at the end carries no legal standing and cannot create perjury exposure. Officers should avoid improvised procedures that imply a formality they do not actually carry. Ashley receives a C+. She may have been a genuine romance fraud victim. That does not resolve criminal liability. She knew the check was suspicious and tried to cash it. Seacoast Bank earns an A. Staff flagged the fraud on first examination, stalled the subject, documented intent in real time, and briefed responding officers in organized, useful detail. If a check arrives from a company that closed years ago, unsolicited, no documentation, for an amount that does not match wages owed, contact law enforcement before approaching a bank. And if you are ever read your rights, use them. Ashley's cooperation appeared genuine, and it still provided every element investigators needed to bring a felony charge. Let us know which interactions or legal topics you want covered next in the comments. Thank you for watching. Check out Bodycam Case Analysis second channel for more content.